Right, let's see what Jodie's corner's saying. Where's GTA 6? Grand Theft Auto game trailer is toxic. An hour long. God damn. That's long, man. Let me see.
Lucia, do you know why you're bad luck, I guess?
Bad luck, I guess.
I see why they
I've watched this
going
trailer
what
too
they
many
went through.
times,
Nigga,
man.
no way. Yep, I see why.
Miami.
I see why where they going, where they went
My
through.
face is on
Vice
this guy's
City! Vice City!
Just the first 12 minutes. Alright, cool.
Yeah. The alligator man, bro.
This is toxic.
Get in there.
Trust.
Oh, I'm a hoe. Oh! Hey! Vice City, nigga!
This is about to be a wild take. Yeah, we don't really need to see the other guy's face. He doesn't have any
Vice City, niggas! Ooh,
Just kidding.
Vice City. That was my
we don't need to
first
see his
game.
face. He's good.
That was
It's
my
alright.
first Grand Theft Auto game.
This ain't Vice City though.
Bro, this year you're in Vice City,
This
nigga.
ain't Vice City. Vice City is its
Bro,
own game, bro.
I know that,
Vice
but
City
think it's
is a
just
game
like how they did
about-
San
Jody.
Andreas, bro.
This
Jody's one of
this
them people that are just like really difficult to talk to because they're just
is about
Ooh, being a hoe.
pedantic is crazy.
They empower my ass,
nigga. They
bro.
showed the
This
first
shit
thing
was-
they showed me was that female, my nigga.
Yeah,
That
the
tells
first-
me everything.
Yeah, I know
This
he
is
did.
about life of crime, nigga. Women do not commit crimes on the same level, nowhere near as men, but they
Oh,
still
shit.
feel the need to put a woman criminal, my nigga.
Yeah,
And she
female-
looks like she's leading. She came out the door first. She's
Oh, yeah,
ahead
you
of the
saw-
man.
yeah, you saw the
She gonna
man,
be
yeah.
running that. Man,
Yeah.
get the freak out of here with that bullshit, bro.
Mastermind.
Hey, my nigga, listen. You want to put that shit in the DC Marvel movies, and you want to make that shit fake woke and all agenda this and woman this? All right, I could deal with that. But you're putting that shit in the video game where the toxic.
I'll say this. I agree with this, but only because I remember years ago, I think when they first was rumors about a female protagonist in the next GTA, I was on this forum and I started the topic actually, like, could a female GTA protagonist work? But it wasn't more like why are they doing this? It was more like a genuine question, like, could they do it? Could they make it work? I think they can make it work, but what will they do though? Especially nowadays, it feels like they might just not even try to make it make sense because, yes, there are some crazy women. Catalina was crazy as well. Like, there are some crazy women out there that there's literally criminal women out there that are in prison right now in real life. I've seen some crazy shit where a woman came out of a car in Houston, Texas and started shooting up a car that would just crash into her. She was clearly a drug lord's girlfriend or something like that. But so women can definitely be crazy for sure. But I get what he's saying. Like, GTA is such a crazy game where you got like grenade launchers on your shoulder and you're stealing military trucks, and like, I know even a lot of men can't do that, but like, if someone's going to do it, it probably would be more than likely a man. Like, a lot of feminists take pride on the fact that, you know, men commit the most crimes, men are the most violent, men do the most horrible things. But when it comes to something in media, all of a sudden, oh, why can't a woman do it too? You know, even though when it comes to reality, you take pride that women don't do that stuff, you know. So yeah, I see the slight hypocrisy there, but in the same breath, Rockstar usually are quite good and smart at making things make sense. Like, it's not going to be the same as the online mode where you pick a female character, which is literally like a man in a woman's body. Like, maybe she does a sexy walk or something, but in the GTA Online games, you're running around these women pulling men out of cars and beating all these men up, and they're all like super strong and that, and it just feels a little bit video gamey, you know. But this is a real person. Well, not a real person, but Lucia is meant to be like a real character. She's meant to not just an online creation or created character. She's meant to have a personality, and she's meant to feel like a real person with a real history, especially in this day and age of gaming, right? So Lucia, I think if Rockstar is smart, they need to make her like, look, for example, when she's robbing a car, she doesn't necessarily need to drag every single person out. Maybe a woman, maybe a smaller man she could drag out if they're smart with the animations. But when it's like a big burly guy that could easily overpower her, maybe she uses her gun, you know. She's like, get the fuck out the car, you know, like, and then he gets out because he's scared of the gun, and then she gets in, you know, stuff like that. Or maybe when she's like fighting like a bigger guy, like when you're using some melee, she uses like a weapon or a knife or something, so she gets the upper hand, or she sneaks up on people, kind of like how they did Ellie in The Last of Us. Like she just like sneaks up on people and does sneaky shit, and she's always just like being quick. You know, if they make Lucia kind of like that, if they do it smart, it would work. But if they make her just exactly the same as Jason or Franklin or Michael or Trevor, for crying out loud, then it might feel a bit, this is forced, you know? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I hope they don't woke this game up. But this might be an overreaction by him, we will see. Yeah, that's the only, well, I haven't seen the rest of it. Obviously, there's still a few more minutes to go. I don't want to watch the whole 1 hour thing, but we'll see what, but yeah, I kind of agree with what he's saying, but I feel like Rockstar, if they're smart and they don't have the 2023 brain on, and they have maybe a bit 2014 brain on, they might be able to make Lucia work in a realistic, believable way. And she could actually be really fun to play if they make her unique in that sense. You know, give us a reason to be excited to play a different gender character for the very first time in a, you know, HD 3D GTA game. Don't just make it the same as everyone else, but she looks and sounds like a woman. She identifies as a woman, but does everything the same as a man. So make her have some interesting gameplay. Be creative with it. I think it could work. I don't think Rockstar woke this up. It's not really their thing. Making women protagonists is just something different. It's like, why not have a female protagonist? Yeah, it can work if they do it right. As long as she doesn't have any feminist dialogue, which I don't think it would cause. She's in a relationship with Jason. It's a Bonnie and Clyde game, not a female game. Yeah, exactly. In terms of the feminist dialogue, but that's not like, yeah, actually I'm worried about some really woked up feminist storylines, but in terms of the gameplay, I want it to feel real as well. I mean, I know GTA is silly, but you want it to feel a bit real. You want it to feel like, I can imagine like you press triangle on a door on a car and she just gets the gun out like that and opens it, and the guy gets out because he doesn't want to get shot, you know? And obviously for female characters, she can just pull them out because, you know, yeah. Anyway, let's continue this.
And you're trying to like, do you know? You're trying to agendicize toxic culture, my nigga.
You know what they gonna do to this girl?
Freak out of here.
That girl gonna be walking around butt ass naked, going around in trains.
No, not her.
No. Why you
not her. Other characters, not her. This shit is toxic,
this
bro.
This is a social justice warrior shit right here.
This
bro.
is that's very mixed signals.
Don't get me wrong. I know that you might have like, you know, women you might hear in movies and certain shit.
I'm not heartbroken. I don't give a freak
about women bosses and shit. But this right here, bro, no fucking way, bro.
Hey, miss me with that shit. I ain't got no idea trying to run around with no female.
Yeah, nigga.
Freak out of here.
We that same bitch. I know you from the San Andreas era, nigga. Them same bitches you pulled from the scroll. She's leading the mission.
Who gonna pick the female character? Are you gonna willfully choose a female character?
Right.
I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna make you play with her.
Yes, nigga.
I'm straight. What the freak am I? Nigga, where's the choices at? This is a game that's about choice. I would never. They know for a fact that we would never choose to play with this female character.
Correct.
So they're gonna.
What's crazy is I probably would have had this opinion like 3-4 years ago or something, maybe. But the way the trailer looks, I feel like they're gonna do it justice, man. I don't think they'll mess it up. I hope not, anyway. I mean, I know Dan Houser's not there. Laszlo's not there. I don't know if Sam Houser's still involved, but Sam just does like the production business side, right? I don't think he's into the story and all that like Dan Houser was. But yeah, that's a bit worrying that the Houser brothers aren't as involved, or Laszlo's not involved, and that's a bit worrying. So they might go a bit crazy with with the possible wokeness that could be in it, but I don't know. I feel like they might. I think they've been working on this year. If they're smart, they'll give her really realistic and fun interactions. You know, we'll see. GTA is not Saints Row. We cannot make our characters look like they have Down syndrome. This is about the protagonists and their story and their world. Exactly. You know, and that's part of the reason why it's important to make Lucia feel believable. You know, she's not a created douche character. She's a literal, not real person, but she's a literal, within the world of GTA, she's a real person, and she's got to feel real somewhat, you know? Dan Houser and Laszlo aren't involved, but I still think it will have a GTA 6 feel to it. Yeah, I think so too. I know Dan's idea was to make a female character, I think he was involved in the early stages before he left. But I just pray to God he didn't leave because of disagreements, because that's when you know it's going to be fucked up. If Dan left because of disagreements, that'll be an issue. I hope that's not the case. I'm also excited for that because it makes me think GTA 6 will have a very different tone to it. Yeah, that's true. It'll be interesting. It might even be a bit more realistic. I just hope it's not too stuck cinematic, you know, like Spider-Man, where it was a bit like not dynamic. We've talked about this, you know.
And make you do it, just like The Last of Us.
Yeah, Abby.
Exactly, just like The Last of Us, Abby. They're forcing that shit because nobody want that shit, my nigga. It's not even about sex. I'm a misogynist, bro. I've accepted that, bro. I'm a 2023 misogynist. 1995, 2000s traditional man is today's misogynist. I wear that badge with pride, my nigga. I wear it with pride. I'm a man's man, bro. And
I'm surprised him and Young Ripper disagreed so much.
Is a misogynist today. All men who like manly shit are misogynists, bro. Like, you need to understand that. You're a misogynist too.
Oh, God. I hope to God he didn't leave because of differences,
to
man.
have this opinion, use a bitch.
That is a bit worrying that Dan just bounced like
formulated
that.
to be soft, feminine.
But he can't leave it. It's his company, though.
A female and make her run this life of crime. This ain't no Bonnie and Clyde shit. I guarantee you, bro. There's Bonnie and Clyde, but Clyde was running that shit, bro.
What would it make more sense?
Because, bro, women...
I don't mind the storyline where the Bonnie is running shit. It happens a lot. They always, what's the saying? Behind every strong man is a strong woman or whatever. Or stronger woman. If they write it well... Lucia running things could work, you know, if they write it well. Like, it could even be a reason why they break up or whatever, or why it falls apart, because you know it's not going to be smooth all the way through. You know they're going to end up having beef, Jason and Lucia. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's like a morality meter or a relationship meter. Like, maybe you can make their relationship stronger by doing missions together and whatnot, or maybe their relationship goes weaker if you're on your own and you don't, and maybe you're controlling Jason. You go to the strip clubs, you go bang some prostitutes and stuff like that, and then Lucia and Jason's relationship starts suffering because of that. You know, that would be really good dynamic gameplay that I can imagine Rockstar doing. And maybe Jason starts getting resentful of Lucia's controlling everything, or maybe Lucia is just the brains of the operations while Jason's the muscle, which can work. And you got to give Lucia something. If Jason's going to be the muscle, you got to at least give Lucia the brains, right?
The crimes that women do ain't the same crimes that men do. Yeah. There's a reason why there's so many more men in prison versus women. That's why men will commit murder at higher rates than there's stats. There's a million stats out there that backs up my narrative and what I'm saying. But yet still, we're seeing a female up in this GTA because we know what time it is. GTA 5 came out before that fake woke shit came out. Yep. GTA 5 came out before Me Too movement, nigga. Yep. This is a Me Too game, nigga. Get the freak out of here, bro. Give me the option to play with a female and all that. If you want to.
Did that look like an option?
You gonna force me to? She's all in the shit. The first character was her, my nigga. That nigga's in the bed sitting there after busting a nut. She put it on that nigga. She like, she telling him what to do. He's a bitch. Get the freak out of here.
What's crazy?
Bring back Mel Gibson, my nigga. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Yeah, she was on the prison yard.
Had Michelle Rodriguez been born earlier.
She was catching fades on the prison yard and shit, you know, making the shit happen. She got a female parole officer.
Wait.
Freak out of here.
What's crazy? I would have loved to see, like, if they would have just at least gave me somebody like.
Wait a minute.
Like,
bitches don't escape prison, nigga. Bitches don't. What you need them barbed wires for? She ain't gonna run over that gate. She see them spiky things. Those are gonna hurt. She ain't gonna run over that gate.
I would have loved.
Oh, this just.
I would have loved. I would have loved to got like Franklin or somebody else all over again. Like Franklin finally coming back doing this shit. Because think about it.
Bring me a man.
In the end of it,
a toxic man.
In the end of it,
give me a toxic man.
That sounds kind of sus.
This game is gonna be nuts.
You had them bitches. Bitches twerking. Hey, this is foul.
As much as I kind of agree with what he's saying in terms of like, in reality, in this kind of scenario, that's sort of meant to be pseudo realism. You kind of want to be playing with a guy character, which is probably why Jason's even there in the first place. Otherwise, this might have been a single character with just Lucia. But the thing with Lucia is, it could be fun to play as a woman. It could be fun if they do it right. If they actually play to what women's strengths are, it could be fun to have that dynamic where maybe you pretty yourself up to control a man or whatever, or you do some sneaky shit. Obviously, she can have action stuff as well, but you kind of do it the way women move around, the way women do crime, the way they manipulate situations, the way they control gangs with their you know, their feminine power, where men are actually afraid to be a bit more violent, or not all men, but certain men will be afraid to be violent and aggressive because you are a woman, and you can use your sexuality to manipulate certain people. You know, if they do clever things like that, which I don't know if they'll do, that'll be fun. I'd want to play as a woman in GTA, but if they just make her a woman but do everything a man does and nothing else interesting or unique about her, then what's the point of even making a female character? You might as well just make all men. you just have a female character that's just there to be female and just make a statement. Look, we have a female character. She does everything a man does, and there's nothing unique about her. We could have just made her a man. That's the only thing.
Hey, this shit is too real, bro. Look at that.
You might disagree with me, but that's cool, Double O. I stand by it. This was an overreaction. I don't disagree with you. The way he's saying it is definitely an overreaction, but the sentiment underneath it, I see what he's trying to say. But he's just saying, nah, fuck playing as women, bro. You know, you can't really talk about it like that. You got to be subtle. You got to be diplomatic with when you're talking about this shit. Because there are some truths there, but it's just like, it's not worth saying, oh, fuck GTA 6, this is woke. It's not, I wouldn't even call it woke just because Lucia's in it, you know? But I see where he's coming from, but it doesn't mean GTA 6 is going to be trash or woke. I just want to see how they do it. Because it's possible they could make it trash because she's a female character. In fact, they might even go overboard with the female stuff and make it that she can't get hurt in certain ways. You know, like how Mary Jane is OP in the Spider-Man game? Like, because she's like a normal female human, she's got all these weird powers that Miles and Peter wish they could do, you know, like take out symbiotes in one shot and that.
They got Kodak Black in this game. They got Kodak Black, bro.
Hey, bro, hey, this shit crazy as shit. Them Haitians out there, they don't play.
They got it like popping, but yeah, I would love to get this, bro. I don't like playing
fake lips, fake titties.
Nor do I watch like superhero with women, the first heroes besides Wonder Woman.
Bro, they got.
I don't like seeing shit like this because this is like just thrown upon you like this, bro. And this is not the type of game. Bitch. Like with it, like it's just a lot of bullshit when it comes to this though. Like I said, I would have loved to get another character, somebody different, somebody like ruthless. This is not it, bro. This ain't it at all. Like.
This is gonna poison our kids even more, bro. Oh, yeah. I see a lot of this. This is perfect for them because this is just feeding the fuel. This thing coming out at the right time.
This is the shit I don't agree with.
12-year-old boys, 8-year-old boys.
I really don't agree with.
You know what's crazy?
It's GTA. What do you expect?
When that game was being rebelled on back when the first Vice City came out.
How many females you think gonna play GTA 6 all the way through?
None.
What percentage? All this female empowerment that's right here, right? Representation. How many females you think are going to be?
Yeah, he's overthinking it. Though.
Out of 100 million people.
At the moment.
I'm sure this game is going to sell 100 million copies easily, right? Right. Out of 100 million copies, that means 100 million human beings paid $70 plus to buy this game. How many of them you think are females that bought them for themselves?
Zero.
No, not zero.
Not zero. Out of
less than 20%. And that's being fair. That's me saying 20 million women bought this shit.
No,
bullshit,
no,
nigga.
No,
but let me give them 20 million. I'm gonna give y'all 20%. You made a game that's 20% of women would buy, and made half of the game, if not 60-70% of the game about women, for women.
I don't think Rockstar made Lucia to get a female audience. Maybe it might get a very small female audience, but I don't think that's the main reason they created Lucia. I think they just wanted to try out a female character, because why not, right? You know, I don't think they're trying to get a female audience. And I don't think they're trying to lose the male audience. I think that's what Jason's there for, you know? Because the Rockstar aren't dumb. They won't just make it just about Lucia, because then they will lose a lot of the male fans, I think, believe it or not. As much as people love Lucia and simp for Lucia, If it was just Lucia, I think they would lose some people. Even I'd be a bit like, oh, I don't know about this. But Jason, I like the fact that it's Bonnie and Clyde, so you've got to be able to play as a female, right?
You made a game with 60, where at least 50% representation for females for a 20% user base. If that don't speak agenda and afraid to, I don't know what does, my nigga.
I mean, look at them lip. You're gonna be able to. I guarantee you're gonna be able to boot and make her titties bigger.
It's a Latino.
You're gonna be able to fix her lips.
BBLs.
You're gonna be able to get her nose done.
BBLs, bro.
There's gonna be a tat here. You can put a
Yeah,
tat
what's
on
wrong
her
with that?
chest.
That's good.
Oh, come on, bro.
Bro, it's not.
That's what it's like.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be good. I mean, so far it's showing us all this shit.
What do you mean it's not gonna be good, nigga? I mean, the gameplay is gonna be fire.
Look, just look how it look.
The gameplay. Look at who's running this
They're not
mission?
standing side by side.
Who's running them? She's leading this nigga.
He got the money in the back.
She's the criminal. She's the head. This nigga's in the back.
Yeah, he got the money in the
I think it could be interesting with her leading.
back.
Okay, yeah, bro, yeah.
Give me a nigga. Miss me with this.
They're not even
Open
standing.
up
It'll
some
be one thing they were
storylines
side
there.
by side.
As long as they don't make it seem like, oh, he's like a jealous incel toxic male or something, it could be an interesting story.
Bro,
but visually representing, telling you who's leading this.
This game is supposed to be reality in game form, nigga. That's fantasy, because that ain't
I'm
reality.
surprised they didn't make Jason Black. If they really wanted to be woke, they would have made Jason Black, right? I don't think Rockstar are trying to be woke that much, because they would have easily made Lucia Hispanic like she is, and then Jason Black, but they haven't made Jason Black. But it depends what they want to do with Jason. If they want to make him like a villain character, if you have to kill him at the end with Lucia and you don't have a choice, maybe you could kill Lucia at the end. That's what would be fair if you could do either. But if you have to kill Jason at the end because he's a jealous little incel bitch, then that explains why they made him white. Ooh, that could happen. We'll see.
Yeah, ain't no bitch of mine gonna go out here and run the robbery with her in the head. I'm gonna take her lead, nigga. But get the freak out of here.
Is there any more of
shit.
this? I think I might be done with this now.
That's all he. Look, got her claws in.
Look at that. Look at this bitch made nigga right here.
I do it.
Yeah, this is an overreaction. 100%. I agree with you.
Hey, Vice.
Way overreacting. This is like Kyle's overreaction. I don't know if you know Kyle. I like Kyle. If you've heard of Kyle, I don't know if you've ever heard of Kyle. He's like an upcoming he's a black Jamaican anti-woke kind of YouTuber. And yeah, he's always complaining about how they make women ugly in video games nowadays, like the whole Mary Jane thing. He made about 8 videos talking about how Mary Jane is ugly in Spider-Man 2. And I like watching his videos. He's entertaining. He makes interesting videos. He's got funny editing. He's got a funny voice. But he sounds kind of like Barry White, an anti-woke Barry White or something like that going on with his voice. But the thing with Kyle was, when this trailer came out, he was complaining like a bitch about how much, and his girlfriend was in the background in their live stream, similar to this, complaining about how Lucia's still ugly, or she's kind of better looking than some of the other female characters, but she's still not hot enough. But his biggest issue was that she didn't have big tits. She didn't have big boobs. Everyone's got fat asses, but he wanted big boobs, and then that was like, and they said no female character in the whole trailer has big boobs, even though it's a 1 minute 30-second trailer. No female character has big boobs, and he was upset about that. And he thought that was some kind of message to us that, you know, big boobs aren't allowed, and that means the game's woke. And I was like, oh my god. I like you, Kyle, but that just seems extra long. You know, that's long. Like that, you don't need to go into that detail for something so small like that. No pun intended. But the funny thing is, I'm guarantee you there's going to be a mission and there's going to be characters that have, with females that have huge tits. But then maybe they won't be. It's hard to predict in this world. But Rockstar is very unpredictable right now. We don't know because they haven't done much in the last 10 years, apart from GTA Online, to indicate how woke they've gotten. I mean, one of the biggest things that's a bit worrying is that they removed some stuff that was considered rude or toxic in GTA 5. Apparently, they removed the word bitch. So I don't know. That's a bad indicator if that's the case. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I just hope I hope they don't make Jason beta. Can you imagine? Because that might be why he's a white male. Because he might end up being the bitch that you've got to kill at the end. I hope not. Can we trust these right-wing YouTubers, man? Are they anti-woke or just anti-black but using anti-woke to be anti-black? I don't know. It's getting scary out here, man, because as much as I love the anti-woke getting more power, it's also emboldening the people that aren't so savory within that community, you know? Like all the people that are hating on GTA 6 because it has black people in it. I don't know if you've seen that shit. People hating on GTA 6 because it has like actual black people that actually live in Miami with actual fat asses shaking their actual fat asses on top of cars and shit and going to actual black strip clubs. Like, come on, man, that shit's real. How are you going to say, oh, why are there so many black people on the screen? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? You want me to go the other way now? I've been anti-woke for the last like 10 years. Now you want me to go woke? Both sides are annoying as well. Yeah, I saw that tweet post about black people. It's crazy. I know, man. Can't win. I'm like, do you guys just going to say everything's woke now? I can't believe I beat her while talking to you guys. You know what's mad, Bayona? You're absolutely right. That's exactly what's happened, man. That's what I've been thinking. I have to say, woke stuff has made people racist again, but I can't blame them. Game Company keep pushing woke stuff. That's what's happened, man. We had GTA San Andreas. Maybe there was some racist people on 4chan or something back then when internet wasn't as popping that was saying some racist shit, but nobody knew about that shit. The mainstream, everybody was on the San Andreas thing. I grew up around a lot of white people, right? And none of them was talking shit about, oh, we got to play as a black guy in GTA San Andreas. Well, we got to play as a black guy. People were excited for that game. All the white kids, you'd think me growing up in London with a bunch of white kids, they're going to be super racist and stuff like that. But no, they were just excited about San Andreas. They wanted to play it, and they weren't liberal woke people back then. They just were doing their own thing. Blade, everybody loves Blade, you know? Like, I never really noticed any kind of people upset for playing like a character that wasn't a white straight male. And now people are more upset now about playing a character that's not a white straight male because of how the other shit have been so forced upon us with really poor quality on top of that, you know? Yeah, the most racist was definitely like on Xbox Live, but that's the anonymity. I can't even say it. The anonymity of the internet, innit? Like that internet, everybody was super racist. Yeah, that was true, and still is today. You know, I don't know. It's weird. Like when people talked on the internet, even people that hide their face and stuff, they never really said anything widely racist like that or anything crazy until you're on Xbox Live. But that's like trolling and stuff, you know. Everybody was saying all the wildest shit on there. They're trying to say that the worst thing you can say is racist stuff, so people are going to say the worst thing, you know, just to piss you off. Most left-wing people, I guarantee you today, the most white left-wing people, I guarantee you today, like Philip DeFranco and that, back in the days were probably saying the most racist shit on Xbox, you know? Like everybody was doing that shit, man. Guarantee it. I know people that were saying racist shit back in the day that are like left-wing woke now. And it's not because they changed or anything. It's just because it's what's popular now. Or what's safe. I don't get why people are so weirded out by the black people. San Andreas had more black people. It's weird. You played as a black person in an all black. Everyone loved Ryder. White people talk about Ryder and shit and Big Smoke all the time. I don't get why suddenly now seeing a black person is like shocking. But I think the people that are talking about that on Twitter or X are people that don't even play the game. They never even play the game. It's very interesting for reviews. GC6 people don't like it because they have black people. Oh, okay, yeah. To be fair, that thing that came out, I know it's got a lot of hits because people have been talking about it. What happens is I think like small people that no one cares about talks about stuff like, oh, why has it got black people in it? And then it goes viral and everyone starts talking about it. It went viral because everyone started talking about it. And then it seems like everybody's saying that, but when it's probably just like a small minority of people saying that shit, you know? Yeah, these people never been to Miami. I've been to Miami twice, and I know. Like when I went to Miami, I was literally saw women, if you know what I mean, that looked like exactly the women in that trailer. You know, I miss the old days where there's no people complain about the game to be too woke. Do you think entertainment will go back to normal? That's a good question, Bayona, man. I don't know, you know. I don't think it can ever go back to the way it was. With social media the way it is and everyone having a voice, everyone having an opinion. You know what? If it wasn't race, if it wasn't diversity, if it wasn't inclusion, if it wasn't leftist identity politics, it'll be something else that everyone's complaining about. Like how game companies, all they care about is money, or how games is violence is affecting society and everybody's fighting on that, or how there's too much sex in games or something. I mean, people talk about those stuff as well, but the identity politics one is the biggest one because race is such a dividing factor that they've injected into all of us, families, society, you know. If it wasn't for race, there'll be something else we're probably fighting about. As long as people have a voice, as long as we can all share our opinions on social media and make money from it, especially, I don't know if entertainment will ever go back to the way it was, man. It's kind of fucked on both sides. Because there'll always be something we're going to complain about, you know? Disney wish they can go back to normal. I think they lost over $1 billion, yeah. It's funny how some websites try and say Nerdrotic did it. And Critical Drinker did it. Single-handedly destroyed Disney on their little YouTube channels. If that's the case, then you need to sort your shit out. Well, listen, brothers, I'm about to bounce. It was a good live stream. But yeah, man, I'll catch you boys later. Have a good one. And we'll talk more woke, anti-woke stuff. And see what us centrists, us black centrists, have to do to deal with it, you know? Peace, man.